Hi everybody, my name is Bree and welcome back to my channel, Bree's Arts. Okay everyone, I'm so excited for today's video because this video is sponsored by XTOOL. XTOOL was so kind and they sent me their M1 laser engraving machine. And I'm telling you, you guys, this thing is amazing and I can't wait to show you what I've created using it. All right, everyone, if you have been thinking about jumping on the laser engraving trend, want to start a small business of your own, or just want to up your crafting game to the next level, then look no further. The XTOOL M1 is the newest technology for creating beautiful home decor, making personalized gifts, or for starting your own business. There are quite a few videos on YouTube showing just how to set up your M1, which is super easy to do. Don't worry, this is not an unboxing video. I am here to show you all of the amazing things that you can do with this machine. I am not kidding you guys. It is absolutely incredible what you can create. So here is my M1 all set up in my craft room, and I also have the XTOOL air purifier because I don't have access to a window, and ventilation is very important while using this machine. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video because we are making some Mother's Day gifts. So with that being said, you guys, let's get into that first DIY. All right, here we go with XTOOL project number 1. So we're just going to flip the lid open on the XTOOL here, and I'm going to place one of these rock coasters into the center of the machine. Now the machine has a camera inside, so it can actually see what is inside the machine. It's super cool. And here it is. So this is the software that you download onto your computer, and go into my images here. I'm going to choose the image that I want to put on this coaster, and it says world's okayest mom. I absolutely love this. So I'm going to edit my image here, and there are 3 little editing tools. There's a magic wand, an eraser, and a crop tool. So I'm just using the magic wand to get rid of all of the spaces that I don't want to show up in the laser. So, you know, the center of your letters, the wings of the butterfly, in the little swirly things, we're going to get rid of all of those negative spaces. And there we go. We can see it right there. So you just have to, fiddle around a little bit. Place this where you want it to be on your coaster using that camera. This is so cool. There's very little room for error when it comes to using this machine. So just getting that all centered in there. You can zoom in. You can make sure that everything is lined up exactly where you want it. Just making it a little smaller, fiddling around. And so we're going to go over to the side here. We're choosing the laser, and then you can see the option rock coaster. So you do want to definitely know how high the coaster is. So the machine will automatically calibrate that for you so that the laser does its job and places the image exactly where you want it to be. And you can see there that I'm just going to click process, and voila, it shows an estimated time, which is 25 minutes, and start. So then you have to walk over to your machine, and we're just going to click that little button there to get it started, and it starts up immediately. Here it goes. Look at that. And this actually did not take 25 minutes. This was about, I would say, 7 minutes into it, and it completely finished all of the lasering on this coaster. Here is a little close-up of the XTOOL at work. You can kind of see the image, developing there on the coaster. It's not the greatest camera work, but you can kind of see it there. See, there's the tip of the wings of the butterfly. And legit, you guys, that is it. How easy is that? It's amazing. And the sky is the limit when it comes to what types of images you want to put on these coasters. Like, look at that. It is absolutely amazing. Now, it's a little bit off center. I should probably make one that says world's okayest crafter. But isn't that great? All right, everybody, I hope that you're enjoying today's video. And I just wanted to pop in here really quickly just to remind you that if you like making your own home decor on a budget, stuff that looks super high-end, like, you bought it in a high-end store, but you got most of the supplies from the dollar store, then you have come to the right place. So make sure that you tap that like button, make sure you subscribe, and make sure that your notification bell is set to all so that you don't miss any of my uploads. Now, you guys, I know that I've been on a little bit of a hiatus lately and not able to pump out as many videos as I usually do. However, I am definitely working on, trying to dedicate a little bit more time to YouTube. But thank you so much to all of my breezers out there. You guys know who you are. All of my old subscribers, my new subscribers, and everybody in between. I love you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Mwah. And with all of that being said, let's get back into those projects. All right, you guys, hopping right into project number 2. And again, we're gonna flip the lid open on this machine here. And this time I am going to use these triangular prisms, I think they're called, because we want to lift the material off of the bottom of the machine because we are going to be cutting some wood here. So just lining those prisms up. And then I am just going to grab this little piece of wood that I got at the Dollar Tree and place that on top of the prisms there, close up the lid, and head back to my computer. So there you can see, we can see the piece of wood with the camera. I am going to, again, download the image into the program, and it says Grandma's Garden. So I'm going to edit that image again, get rid of all of those negative spaces that I don't want on my laser cut here. And then I am going to use my eraser tool just to get rid of those numbers on this side there that came with the image. And we're gonna save that. So because we are doing a cutout, first, I'm going to change the dimension to make sure that it's the right size for my project. And then I'm going to go up to outline. And we are going to create an outline. Now, I want this to show 0 because we want it to be exactly the same size as our image. So I clicked on 0. I remove the outline from the image, delete the original image, and that will give me my outline to cut out with the laser tool. Now you can see here I'm using the 3mm pine plywood as my material, and the height is with the triangular prisms there. So it just adjusts so that, everything cuts out to the right size. And there we go, just straightening everything up on the machine. Like, this is so easy, I can't even get over it. So we are going to then click Process, and start. So again, over to the machine, click that little blue button, and it starts working immediately. So this probably took about 10 minutes to cut out with the machine, but you can legit see how fast this is. And you can also see with this project how important it is for ventilation, because there is a bunch of smoke that is being produced inside the machine, which will then be sucked out. It will go through my air purifier and out, and everything will be fine to use this inside. So there you go. You see that? It just cut out that first part of the G in Grandma's garden. It's so fast, you guys. This machine is it's legit amazing. And so here's the cutout all finished. I did place it back into the original piece because I want to use my wood tint from Folk Art, and make sure you wear gloves when you use this, you guys. And I didn't want to get any on the sides. The sides of the letters are definitely, it's lasered, right? So they are burnt. But say if you were painting this or something like that and you didn't want to get, say, white paint all over the sides, this is a great tip. Just put it back into, kind of the stencil that we created, and you just get the tops of everything and it works perfectly. So I'm just using a baby wipe, going along the entire piece of wood here with my wood tint and getting that all stained up. And then I'm just going to pop everything through to the bottom, struggle a little bit to get that one out. It cut all the way through. It was just like really tight. And then there we go. There's all of our letters ready for our sign. Look at that. Isn't it great? Oh my goodness. I love this project. This is for my mom, actually, for Mother's Day. Hopefully she's not watching before Mother's Day. And so I have this piece of chipboard, and it is 18 by 12. And I'm just going to use my Rust-Oleum chalk paint in linen white, use my chippy brush, and I'm just going to give this a very, very rough coat with this white chalk paint. And shablam, just like that, all done. And I'm just going to give that a little sand because I am going to be attaching some vinyl onto this project, and I didn't want it to be super rough, but I still wanted to have the brush strokes in there just to make it nice and rustic. So I did sand it down a little bit. There we go. And so here I'm just going to line up all of my letters here. I am using my square from the Dollar Tree just to make sure everything is nice and straight, and just lining everything up on there to be sure that it's all good. And using my detail glue gun, I'm just going to glue all of my letters into place on this sign. Now, of course, you could use wood glue if you wanted to. I just thought hot glue was good enough. It's not going to be handled very much. It's not going to be in the sun. If you are making projects, though, that will be outside, I would definitely use a much better adhesive than hot glue, but this worked for my purposes on this project here. So again, hot glue, hot glue, hot glue, placing everything onto the sign, and we'll finish that up. Now, I am going to use the XTOOL again here to do some vinyl. This machine, I'm telling you, it does everything you could possibly imagine. So you could see there that I took a film off of the back of my cutting mat. And the reason for that, we're going to place the cutting mat down into the machine, and the other side is sticky, like the back side is sticky, so that it does not move at all while the machine is working. Now, if you have a Cricut, you know that it has like the rollers that keep everything in place. This is how this stays in place. And I did put some black vinyl on top of the cutting mat there. And again, same thing, I downloaded an image into the program on my computer, And because it's black on black, I did have to adjust the color a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing as what I did last time because we are cutting. So we want to do an outline. We'll take that down to 0 so that it's exactly the size that we want. And then we're going to remove that stencil, delete that. And for some reason, I think I pushed the outline twice. So I just had to get rid of one of those stencils there. And there we go. You can see that everything is all lined up on the vinyl in the machine. We're going to choose our material and get her done on this, with the blade option. And rock and roll. Okay, so everything has been all cut out and I am just going to weed this out. Now you can see how well the blade cuts. It is just like a Cricut. So here's the thing, you guys. If you don't have a Cricut, but you want a Cricut and you want to do the lasering and you want to do the wood cutting and the engraving and all of that, this is like an all-in-one machine. You can do all of those things with just one machine. It's crazy. It is so cool. I absolutely love it. And so here you can see it weeds very well. Like it cut out this stencil or this decal so amazingly. I was really quite impressed with how well this turned out. Weed, 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 get all of those extra things out. And isn't this so pretty? It has all of the grandchildren's names and they are, you know, emerging up into flowers. I created that entire decal out on my Cricut in Cricut Design Space, just so you know. And there I am just placing it onto the sign. I am so impressed with how well the wood cut out, with how well the vinyl cut out. Like this machine, I'm telling you, it is pretty amazing. And that is legit it for this project, you guys. I think it's so simple. I think my mom will absolutely love it for Mother's Day. It is so freaking pretty. Tell me what you guys think. So that is it for today's video, you guys. Make sure you check down in my description box because XTOOL is having an amazing sale on their machines. Click the link down below if you're interested, and hopefully you can make some beautiful decor like this with the M1. Now, of course, let me know what you think, you guys. Which one of these projects was your favorite? And as always, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to XTOOL for sending me this machine. And if you like what you see, do me a solid. Tap that like button, maybe subscribe, tell your friends, you know, all of that jazz. Stay tuned for the gag reel. Bye, guys. So get ready to check this out, you guys, because I've made some very beautiful Mother's Day gifts. And I can't wait to show you. All right, everybody, I hope that you're... All right, everybody, I'm so excited. So excited. Okay. There we go. Is this twisted? It is twisted. So twisted, twisty McTwisterson. For reals, you guys, if you're interested in this laser cutting machine, click the link down below. It is so cool. It's so cool. I love it. It's amazing. It is amazing. And the sky is the limit. Like, oh, the things I can make with this thing. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Starting to, like, my hair is a lot healthier than what it was before, you guys. Little cuts, little color, little treatment. Love it. Love it.